Today we are at the Fortune Institute of International Business, New Delhi, to see their campus life and understand what a PGDM program really looks like. So we are here for the Delhi HR Leadership Summit, and we'll be talking with a few students to understand how their experience is at FIIB. We'll be talking about them for the opportunities they get here and the kind of placements, the companies that visit here, and how does a day at FIIB looks like. Please join us for the conversation. Could you please briefly introduce yourself?
So, hello ma'am, my name is Harshita Singh. I am a first year PGDM student of Marketing Specialization at Fortune Institute of International Business, and currently I am also the President of the Student Council of the batch of 25-27.
Wonderful. So Harshita, which PGDM specialization have you chosen?
My specialization is marketing. It's a marketing major with 4 electives in IB and strategy and operations strategy.
How would you say is your campus life here at FIIB?
Well, if I have to talk about my campus life at FIIB, my campus life at FIIB has been very beautiful. It was exquisite. If from the 13th of June, from our orientation day to today itself, I have never felt alone in this journey ever. There were faculties, there were L&D specialists, and the most beautiful part about our campus is the transparency.
You know, what kind of co-curricular activities and facilities you have over here, which you think that gives you a great exposure?
Ma'am, I think when it comes to the co-curricular activities and facilities, it is divided in various centers and also in various research departments and program, and we also have club activities. And every club activities have their own personal co-heads. They take care of the overall integration of the club activities. They make sure that it is also fun, it also creates knowledge, and it is also impacting the student of the life in a positive growth and mindset.
So since FIIB is not a residential campus, so are you here from Delhi only, or you stay nearby somewhere?
Well, ma'am, this is a very beautiful and the most important question, I would say. I am not a Delhi residential. I am from Uttar Pradesh, and the most beautiful part about this campus is the accessibility. When it comes to the student life, the accessibility that they have provided, that even when you are an outsider, you are not a Delhi residential, but the openness and the inclusivity that you get inside the student life of FIIB, it counts the most. And this is something that's why I say that transparency is the one thing that I have felt since the day of the orientation.
What are some clubs and events and activities that take place over here?
If I have to talk about the clubs, we have Brand Rovers, which is the club for marketing. We have our co-head Madhav Verma for that. And if we talk about the finance clubs, then we have an FSC club for finance, and the co-head is Hitesh Rathi. We have a separate club for HR, which is the Synergy, and the co-head is Bhumika Seth. We have a separate club for operations, which is the Sigma, and we have our club head is as Shivam Kumar. So these are the various clubs that we have, and not just when it comes to the management, these are the management centric club. We also have clubs when it comes to the extra and co-curricular activities, like the Girl Up Club. We have the Girl Up Club, which works directly with the Girl Up organization, and we have 2 co-heads for that. One is a male and one is female, which is Chirag Vadwa, and next is Kanushi Taneja. We also have a club based on sustainability, which is the Jagriti Club, and our Jagriti Club co-head is Kritika. And then I guess we have one more club when it comes to the, which one was that? Yash, do you remember? Yes, Wellness Club. Wellness Club talks about the fitness and the regime. Like when it comes to my fitness, I take care of my mental health and my physical health, because PGDM is a very extensive course. You have to be there in the campus, you need to take the classes, you have to be present with your resumes, connecting with the externals, and at the same time, you also have to take care of your mental health. And I believe that the Wellness Club is providing us that feature. We also have a co-head for the Wellness Club, which is Vishal, and Amit sir, which is our fitness trainer. He makes sure that every month, when it's the part of any term or curricula, he makes sure that we are having such sessions on the physical health and mental health achievement that students feel welcome. They feel happy and fresh rather than feel pressured when it comes to the extensive journey of an PGDM college.
Great. I mean, it's wonderful to have a mental health support system at your college. Hi Yash, please tell us, why did you choose PGDM and what is the structure like?
So the reason I chose PGDM was like I always had this keen interest towards marketing, and after pursuing my BBA, I was like, okay, now what's the next step? And the next step was PGDM for me, so that's why I chose PGDM as my next option.
And how you liking the campus life here?
The campus life is absolutely fine. So basically I'm from Kolkata, and obviously people shifting from their hometown to a new city, obviously there's some anxiety, and people think how's your life gonna be in a different city. But FIB has given me a chance to showcase my own energy and my own improvements, and it has been a very good experience for me being in FIB.
Wonderful. You are in your first year, right?
Yes,
so Have you applied for an internship? Have you been through what is the process here? What kind of opportunity does the college provide you?
Yes, the college has always provided a very nice structure for all of us. And yeah, and talking about the internship, I've already been placed in Collegify. It's an edtech company. I am placed there as an intern for 3 months. And in that also, L&D has helped me a lot regarding my speaking skills or maybe communication. And obviously, one of my best things was CV. They have helped me to upgrade that too.
So you will be joining your internships when?
Yes, ma'am. In April. It's going to start from April for 3 months.
Also, which entrance exam did you take to come to FIIB?
Oh, I gave multiple exams. It was ZAT, CMAT and NMAT. I got through ZAT.
Hi, what's your name?
Hello, I'm Anmol Singh and I'm also serving as a VP Employability Student Council in FIIB.
Hi Anmol. Can you please tell us what kind of internship programs are available here at FIIB?
Okay, so there are 2 internship programs. First is social internship program and the second one is a corporate internship program. Social internship program in which we will deal with NGOs to get to know about the social health of the country. And second is the corporate internship program. It gives us exposure to the corporate world.
So you are in your first year or second year?
I'm in my first year and I have done my SIP before.
Okay. So you have also appeared for your CIP program?
Yes, ma'am.
And have you secured a placement yet?
Yes, I have secured one place at Chronicle Clubs.
Okay, wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what is the internship procedure like? How do you get in tests and interview process? How is it like?
Okay, so basically the main process the through which we get internships are through interviews. So there are different modes of interviews like Zoom calls, telephonic and in-person interviews. So there are GDs are also there. So GDs help to find out the students that go for the PIs.
Okay, great. And so what is the overall placement percentage for your batch?
Okay, so for our batch for internship, the placement percentage is 70%, and till 31st March, we are targeting for 100% placement.
Wonderful, wonderful. And are you also aware of the placement statistics of the last year?
Yeah, so the last batch, 96% of the students are placed, and we are aiming for the 100%, and around 100 companies are there for the placements in our college.
Wonderful. Kanishka, are you also aware about any scholarship programs that are there here?
As far as scholarships are concerned, the college is been inclined towards academics and financial stability too. So for academics, the college has been providing internships like R.K. Srivastava internship, wherein the person who is doing really well academically and even in their extracurriculums are getting good scholarships. So the college, for the financial stability, the college has been providing some opportunities for the scholarship, wherein the alumni try to give us the scholarship amount. So these are some scholarships that we are targeting.
Kanishka, were you skeptical before joining FIIB? And if yes, so what has changed now after you've lived the campus life here?
So yes, I was kind of very nervous about like whether the college would provide me the opportunities that I am aiming for, but the college has been very kind towards students' employability, and even our academics are inclined towards our employability only. We have various good programs like CMP, as I told you, wherein we got industry level exposures. We also have some live projects. I also had some stage fear which has been removed by the college, like giving me opportunities to stand on the podium, to anchor, to try to win competitions. We also have some international competitions and I have taken part in it. So I think yes, the college has been able to change my career trajectory.
So, Vidushi, how is the academic support in terms of guest lecture, mentorship programs or alumni support here at FIIB?
The guest lectures are mandatory in every subject in our PGDM course. Apart from that, on every Friday and Saturday, we have guest sessions for corporate masterclasses and view from the top, where various industry leaders come for guest sessions, and it's very open conversation, like one-to-one conversation with the mentors.
How is the alumni support, you'd say here?
We have a very strong alumni base. Every year we do an alumni meet, and recently we are now connecting with the alumni for the meet, and we'll be doing it now in the coming months. We have around 30 years of alumni meet experience.
Wonderful. Since you're pursuing PGDM, so what would you say that the technical and analytical skills which are most important in your field, and how is your campus helping you to develop those?
In my field, technical and analytical skills like data analysis, market research, and strategic management are very important. And my college is helping in providing Harvard simulations, case studies, and also practical exposures and industry experiment learning, which helps me as well as my colleagues in improving their analytical skills.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Vinayak Dubey.
Hi, Vinayak. So, would you please tell us which entrance exam did you appear to reach FIIB?
Since we are AACSB accredited, so entrance exams like CAT and XAT is acceptable in the college, and there is a PI round as well after that. And I gave CAT.
Okay. And what percentile is it required to get here?
The percentile is 75%. So if anyone has given the CAT or XAT, if you have 75%, you are eligible for the FIIB.
Great. So you say that FIIB is a good college to come if you score in the range of
in the range of 75-80,
Okay.
it is a good college.
Hi Shreya. So what is the importance of networking according to you in your PGDM course and in growing career fields? What is the importance of networking here?
So I would say that networking is extremely important, and FIIB is a platform which values networking. As a student here, I have been part of AI Summit, in the Gender Equality Summit. I was an MC there, and I have connected with lot of mentors over there, lot of industry professionals, and we have a special corporate mentoring program in which we get the industry exposure, proper industry mentors from industry visit us, and they give us real life projects. And we have connected with so many mentors and so many industry level people that we are doing that academic things which we are learning right now. We are relating with that the industry things.
Hello Kokil ma'am, thank you so much for taking out time for us. So I would like to know that since B School is a very complicated and very competitive landscape, how would you say that FIIB is different, or what differentiates FIIB?
I think this is a very relevant question that you have asked, because candidates who are applying to a program like this would also have a very similar question. And now it is important to understand that what culminates after a business education, a career in business. So if as an individual, as somebody who has completed a course in management is not able to make if somebody is not able to make their career in the business world, then the education is useless. So for us, what is very, very important is to understand the expectations of the business, the kind of skills that would be needed for somebody to be successful when they join the corporate ultimately. You would also be aware the dynamism that is existing simultaneously, because today we're talking about AI-based transformations, disruptions. It's all over the place, and even the future is very hazy. So as a business school, I think the biggest strength that we have is to understand the kind of skill set requirement that would emerge in the future, and then bring that understanding back into our curriculum and our learning experience. So if you'll see our curriculum and the courses that we are teaching, the kind of experience that we are providing, the kind of courses that we have, experiences, specifically boot camps and master classes and interaction with the corporate, is a very, very important and a regular feature of the program. And all that is integrated for students to understand, one, the expectations of the industry, and second, to skill them so that they're ready to be absorbed immediately, and you can directly plug in those individuals into the organization. So I was speaking to one of the recruiters, and he mentioned that the difference between the student that comes out of FIIB, a graduate who comes out of FIIB, versus somebody who is from a different school, is that you can immediately plug in the student into delivering, into a client-facing role, into delivering things which ultimately would require like a 1-month training or a 2-month training, and therefore the companies are saving a lot of cost in training our students, because the students are trained in a way where the skill set is already given to them via the program that we have.
So ma'am, since you mentioned that students can be directly plugged into client-facing roles, how would you say that FIIB actually prepares students for the same? And not only for their first job, but actually for the long-term leadership careers. How does FIIB prepare students?
We start this training from the very from the time a student enters the corridors of FIB, and that is orientation. So the first exposure that a student gets of the industry is during the orientation program, and that's the starting point. Thereafter, every student is given specialized guidance to ensure that the kind of path that they have picked up for themselves in terms of career tracks, in terms of the kind of roles that they would like to enter into while they apply for placements, are clearly marked. So we have the L&D department works very, very closely with the students, and then we have employability coaches who also work very closely with these students to understand the challenges that they might have, the gaps that they might be facing. So if I have to clearly depict how it happens, it's like a man-to-man marking. So every student, so we have profile of every single student and how they're progressing over time in terms of their employability questioned, and therefore we are able to understand and assess where are the gaps, and based on those gaps we are able to design customized training programs for them, customized guidance for them, so that they're able to strengthen their outcomes in terms of the jobs they wish to apply. So starting from day one till the time they get placed, the employability takes an important, so employability is the spotlight through the curriculum, through the programs. For example, we have some honors program. One of the honors program is corporate mentorship program, where our students work with the industry, with the corporates, to work on specific live project assignment, where they're given specific projects and assignment that they can, so that they can understand the industry problem firsthand. Also, as far as employability is concerned, we have specialized AI tools where the students can engage with those tools to strengthen their pitches, strengthen their CVs, and also give mock interviews. Irrespective of the stage that they are in, there are specified employability initiatives that we take, and there is a progressive calculation of how they are moving, what are the skill gaps that they have, so that the right interventions can be taken care of. FIB is known for its excellent mentoring program and the excellent employability guidance and support that is provided to each and every student.
An MBA course or a PGDM course, it is not about getting a job at the end, but I believe it's about building a career ahead. So how would you say that FIIB prepare its students for a long-term career?
Right, thanks Akhya. Very interestingly, I would start with that the FIB is not an institute which is open today, right? We have a legacy of more than 30 years now. We have built our philosophy by changing or by observing the pattern of how things have progressed in the industry. Domain knowledge is one thing, that is the strength. That has to be built depending upon what area that the student chooses it to be. So that's one thing. Secondly, the more important ones are also crucial, which is human-centric skill sets. So something that is called as building their communication skills, which is more upon negotiations, influencing, storytelling with the customers or with your target audience. And at the same time, also to be able to develop a critical thinking. We are building managers who are problem solvers who base their decisions on data, on analytics, on looking into insights. And at the same time, we are talking about critical thinking. We are surrounded, or we are in an ecosystem which is constantly changing. So looking at it, I should be able to navigate in a world where I can, with a very quick view, look at what's around me, pick and choose what is relevant for me, think fast and come up with a decision. And definitely in the current ecosystem, if we talk AI, which is here, using digital tools, using digital platforms, they all have to be constantly being an integral part of decision making. And so therefore our curriculum, which is inclusive of the extracurricular and the co-curricular, which L&D adds on to it, is to build those kind of skill sets into the student. So when a student is graduating, he is not just taking away the knowledge for the current job, but he has developed or she has developed those skill sets to keep on evolving himself, herself in the world which is agile, which is moving, and they have to just keep on progressing further with that.
So, ma'am, after PGDM, what are the different career tracks that are available? Please throw some light on it.
So I'm just going in a very niche way, that is of PGDM. So aspirants are looking forward, that is for marketing domain, HR domain, and then operations domain, finance domain. If I'm talking about finance domain, the major career tracks, the prominent career tracks would be business valuation is one of them, wealth management is one of the most important career track, and then we have risk management. So several banks, they are looking forward for the risk management profile, and if the students would be aligned with certain certifications, that is FRM certification, CFA certification, that these career tracks are the prominent one in the finance domain. Now, if I'm talking about HR domain, talent acquisition is one of the career track that the companies are looking forward. HR generalist would be one of the career track that exactly the companies are looking forward. If I'm talking about operations, right now the operations are completely subsumed toward analytics. So if I'm talking about analytics particularly, that is service operation is one of the career track that companies are looking forward. Then supply chain management is one of the career track, and operation analytics is one of the career track within the operations domain itself. Now, if I'm talking about marketing, but the most important thing right now in the era of AI, if I'm talking about that AI as well as the new technology 4.0 that we are dealing with. So technology is very, very prominent. The companies are looking forward for certain skill set across the career tracks, across the domain. That is first of all the software understanding. The second one, this AI tool. They should take up the data-driven decision making. That is a prominent skill that the companies are looking forward. So this is all about that the learner must actually take up while pursuing PGDM program.
One piece of advice or one message for any student who is still deciding their MBA college and who's still thinking whether FIB is the right place for them.
I think with the number of choices that are available for every student today in terms of which institution they should join, it's a very, very difficult choice to make. And therefore, as an individual, as a student who plans to make their career in business field, it is important to identify the right evaluative criteria. And these right evaluative criteria includes foremost the value of the education. So whether the education that the student is entering into is valued just not nationally but also internationally, because ultimately the student has to work internationally. We are living in a global landscape. So when I talk about FIB, AACSB accreditation, we are amongst 1% business schools in India who are AACSB accredited, and 6% of the global business school who have this accreditation. And this accreditation is considered to be one of the most prestigious and most recognized accreditation across the business education. Second, curriculum. Very, very important. What is being taught? Is it contemporary? Is it forward-looking? Does it include the reality that the student would face 2 years down the line when they'll join the industry? They have to look at it. At FIB, it's a very comprehensive and a rigorous process that we follow. Curriculum is looked and relooked to see are there any gaps that are existing in terms of in terms of the realities that are changing for the business world. Specifically, we have been integrating our curriculum with changes happening in the area of AI. So the contemporary nature of the curriculum should be one thing that the student has to focus on. And at FIB, there is an extensive focus. So we have like a full council that works closely, which includes people from industry, national, international, academicians, and experts who understand business education well. And there's a constant input that flows into our curriculum. So second is curriculum. Third is faculty. Very, very important. Even if you have the best curriculum and if you do not have the facilitators to help you deliver one, it is of no use. So when I talk about faculty at FIB, we have excellent intellectually gifted faculty. coming from institutions of national importance, national excellence, and we have the right blend of people coming from academia and industry. So we have professors of practice who have spent their entire life in strategizing for organizations, and we have faculty members who have an academic background but probably are working in very contemporary areas. For example, artificial intelligence, metaverse, sustainability initiatives, emerging technologies, and their work is just not recognized in national journals, but internationally they're holding positions of repute. So faculty is very, very important. For us, faculty forms the backbone of the institution, and not just of the institution, but the backbone of the experience that student will get. So yes, faculty is important. We also supplement a faculty with industry who very regularly complements the teaching of the faculty. Fourth is employability, and not in any order, I would say. Employability, just not in terms of outcomes, but how students have been trained for employability.
What would you do differently if you had to restart your MBA journey? What would you do differently?
So I would like to answer that if I would have to restart my journey, I would like to value networking more, because we have so many VFTT sessions, but I didn't create a great network then, but now I am working on it. So that's something I would like to do from scratch.
Networking is very important, that's true.
For me, it would be like I would like to focus more on AI live projects, and what the world is currently right now, since AI bubble is nowadays very prominent. So I would like to focus more on AI live projects.
For me, I think I will take LinkedIn very seriously. I will start posting more and more on LinkedIn, not just about my domain, but about all of the sessions or participations that I have done throughout the journey.
So for me, I will start doing my class participations as well as real life problem solving projects. And it is very important for us because it will help me in understanding consumer behavior as well as real life problems.